Hello there. Okay, welcome back. Today we'll be looking at paper three of ICT IGCSE, May June 2024, variant 32. So that's what we'll be looking at for today. So let's go and see what we need to do. Now, our first task is given. It says you have been supplied with the following source files. So it's always good for you to go through all the source files given to you. So I'm going to go to my source folder and check if I have the right source files. So I'll come over here, my source files. Okay, so I think, let me check. Banner contact field. Banner contact field. Okay. So I've just confirmed that I have the right source files to work with this paper 3. We'll be looking at spreadsheet, that is data analysis. So that's what we'll be looking at for today. So let's go to task 1. Task 1 simply says create a new word process document, that is Microsoft Word. Okay, so I'm going to do that for now. Okay, and what are we to do? Make sure your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page. It means when it says appear on every page, I'm going to create what we call header for you to appear on each page. So I'll go to insert. I'll click header option. I'll pick up the three column option. Now, why do I have to pick the 3 column options? Because it allows me to align my details either to the left, to the center, or to the right. So let's start with this. That's why it is always advisable for one to go with a 3 column header. And remember, header allows your details to appear on every page. All right, let's see what the question says for that. It says make sure your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every. So I'm going to do so. I have 3 things to work with now, which is name. Now I'm going to type name. Make sure it is your full name. So I'll just make it name here. So the next thing is for us to type center number, NG 101, and my candidate number 12345. So I think I've satisfied that. So we are done with name, center number, and candidate number, which should appear on every page. That is header. Then save the document in your work area as J32 evidence underscore. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'll save my Word document. I'll go to File, Save As. I'm going to browse to where I'm going to work, my working folder. I think it should be on my desktop. So I'll look for my working area. So this is where I want to save it. So I'm going to paste the folder, and I was told, let's say, go back to the instruction, followed by your center number. All right, followed by your center number, AG101. What next again? Then your candidate number. So I'm going to underscore 12345. All right, so I'm going to save it as Word document. Then I'll click save. All right, so we have the name here, the center number, and the candidate number, and I've saved it the way I was instructed to save. All right, so I'm done with this. You will use this as your evidence document during the examination. All right, so now let's go to the meat of the matter. Task 2. As I said earlier, today's work is based on spreadsheet, and open and examine the file j32jira.csv. So I'm going to open my source folder and look for j32 csv. I'm going to open it. Okay, that is done. So I'm going to pick it up to just okay, to space out. So here you select all by here, then you pick any of the cells and double click on it. It space out automatically. So okay, let's move on. Okay, let's look at the question. So we've done this. This file will be used in step 2 and 3. Do not make any changes. Okay, again, we have to open another file called j32 siting.csv. I'll go back to my source folder, citing. Okay, I'll open it up again. So like the way I did for the other file, I pick it up, I double click, automatically it space out to the normal size. All right, so let's move on. So we're done with this, and save the J2 sightings with file name giraffe followed by your center number and candidate number. All right, so I'm going to copy this. All right, copy. Then I have to save now. Then I go to my file, save as, browse. So I'm saving in my working area. I'll be saving my working area. So, okay, my working area folder. So to call it, okay, underscore ng 101 underscore 12345 be my candidate number. Now note that I have to save it as workbook because the file was initially a what's it called, save the CSV as spreadsheet. So it's a CSV document, which is a text document. So I need to save it as a spreadsheet. And for me to save it as spreadsheet, I have to make it a workbook. So that's why I have to pick Excel workbook. All right. So I click save. Okay. So it is saved now as Excel workbook. So let's go back to the question and let's continue what we need to do. Now, row 725 will show the number of sightings of the tag giraffe in each country for 1 week in February. Row 28 onward shows the details of all the sightings for this week. Now, place your name, center number, candidate number in the header. So this is what we're going to do now. Place your name, center number, candidate number, center aligned in the header. So this is what we're going to do. Pick this, go to insert, look for header. Okay, so you click header. This is what we're looking at. So place your name. I'm going to type name, center number ng 101, then my candidate number 12345. So I'm done. I'll change my view here to normal. Okay, now if you notice that immediately I put in my header, put everything, I go back to the normal view, the header will not show. It will only come up whenever you are to print. If you go to print review, you can see the name coming up here, name, center number. And so in the normal view, it doesn't show, but don't be scared. All right, so I need to quickly explain that to you. Now, place the text created on followed by space automated date followed by space then the text. Okay, so I'm going to copy, and this is where we are now. So I'm going to copy the text called created on in a footer. Okay, as we did with header, so we're going to do with footer. So let's go insert. Wait. Now go to footer. So I'm going to paste this, give a space, and let's look. Then what next? After creating a space, automated date. So when we come talking about automated date, automated simply means current date. So I'll click on current date, space again. Let's go. Then automated time. So again, anything automated simply means current. So I'll look for current time. So I think I'm done with that. Yeah, we're done. So we change back the view to normal view. Okay, so we've created our header, we've created our view. So let's move on to the other tabs. Now, place a replica formula in cell D8 to look up the species using the code and the external files giraffe. So what I'm saying is this: we are doing a lookup formula here, and let's see, code. We are looking up a species, okay, using the code. All right. So what we're doing here is that D28. Okay, this is D28. You can see D28. So we are looking up, where is it? Due to the lookup species, we have to look up species using the code. So the code is what we're going to use to look up for the species, and using the external file as our what? Data of array or table of array. So let's start. So this is the code. This is the species that the code is going to look up for, and our external file is this species. So let's start with the formula. As I said, the formula is going to be a lookup. So any formula you're going to start, you start with an equal sign. You type VLOOKUP. Now, immediately you're trying to type it, the Excel will suggest for you. So I'm going to double click on it. Then I'll click my function, my formula function. So what is our lookup value? We are looking up using the code. So our lookup value will be B28. Yeah, we're using this code to look up. Our table of array is saying, look at the question. Table of array is our external file. So we come over here, highlight every data here from table of array. So then we've done that. No. Sorry, mistake. I'll pick up again, then move on to the next on table of array. I pick this up. Okay, now it has selected our table of array. Okay, so our column index simply means that in your table of array, which column are you looking up for using the code? We are using the code to look up for species, and species will be found where? In column 3. Now this is it. Column 1 code, column 2, what's it called? Column 2 is category, and column 3 is species. So our column of index number is 3, and our range lookup is false, which is 0. So we click OK. So it has used the code to look up the species in our table of array. So this is it. Okay. Now let's move on again. So place a replica formula in F28 to look up for the status using the code again. So it is the same thing, but this time around we are focusing on status. The other one was species, but we are using the same code and the same external files. You can see we are still talking about the same thing. So let's quickly do that. So I'll go to F28. I'll enter my formula, VLOOKUP. I double click my function. Apply the function for me. So now we are looking up the code. I'll click here. I click on my table of array. Go back to my table of array. Select. Okay. Done selecting. Then from my table of array, I'll go back to my index. Where is my index? We're looking at status. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember where you are pointing at in the table of array. So we are looking at status, and status can be found in column 6. So we're going to write 6 here, and as usual, our range lookup is 0, which simply means false. So we click OK. So we double click here to see what is contained. Okay, that's it. So now we going to replicate this now. Okay, I'll replicate this also. Okay, good. So we're good to go. It's been replicated. So let's move on to the next question. Now replicate the formula is here. We've done that. Place in cell B3. Okay, here, cell B3. What are we looking at? A formula, okay, to count the total number of sightings for this day. What simply means is this: we are using the count function to count the total number of sightings for this day. So let's see what we're looking at here. So we're going to count. So what are we counting? There are several count functions: counter, count, count black, count ifs. So let's see what we're going to look at here. Okay, so this is where we're going to play our function. And what are we counting? We are counting the total number of sightings, which is the countries, where this is the country. And so for us to count this, what function are we going to use? We're going to use what we call count A, or counter. Now, what is a counter? Counter counts any data or any value that is not blank. Are you getting it now? So if there are blank um, data or value in a range, it doesn't count it. It only count values that are not blank. So we use counter. So we open it up and pick up from where to. So it's counting here the total number of sightings. Then we close it up and press enter. So let's see. Okay, 70. So in total, the number of sightings in 7 days period is 70. All right, let's move on to the next. I think that is clear. Okay, place in cell B4. Okay, down below here, where we have cell B4. Place in cell B4 to count. Okay, we're going to use another count again. The total number of sightings for this day period where a photograph of a critically endangered species was taken. Okay, now photograph of critically endangered simply means these are conditional counting. So for me to get this, I'm going to use what we call the count ifs, because I'm going to satisfy multiple criteria here. I'm going to count photograph of critically endangered. So there could be critically endangered species. Were they photographed? Do you understand? So we are only taking photographs of critically endangered. So I'm going to use a count if to meet multiple criteria where photograph picture taking of the critical um, species. I hope that is clear. So let's go. So that's what this one is saying. So for us to do this, for us to use a count, we're going to use a count ifs. So count ifs. As I said, count ifs allows you to satisfy multiple criteria in a range. So we're going to count based on this criteria. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So let's see. Function. Okay, where's the range? So let's move on to the range. Count. Okay. So this is the range. All right. So what is it? Critically. So the criteria. Okay, let's go. The criteria is called critically. You must always get the spelling right. Endanger. Endanger. So what it does is look into the array to look for critically. So it picks up. You remember we are satisfying two multiple criteria here. So the second criteria also says the range, which is the array. So photograph evidence, were they taken or not? So we'll pick up from the here. Okay, this is where it is. Then criteria is yes. Remember, we are looking for critically endangered in an array where the picture were taken as an evidence. So we'll click OK. Okay. So we have 12 numbers of critically endangered that the photograph was taken. So that is what it means. So let's move on to what we need to do again. The question. So insert a new row in 5 and 6, between 5 and 6. Okay. So a new row between 5 and 6. This is 5, this is 6. Okay. I pick it up, right click, insert. So a new row has been inserted. So what should we do now? Okay, place in cell A6 critically, the text called critically endangered. So I'm going to copy this, copy it, put it in cell A6. I'm going to put it in cell A6. Okay, good. So next is for us to place a replica formula in B8 to display the number of sightings of critically endangered species in this country. Okay, all right. So this is now country based now, critically endangered. How many critically endangered species are in this country? So we go to B8, all right. So I'm going to put in my, it's also a count if function. Yeah, count if. All right, so we're looking at criteria 1. So criteria 1, let's see. So we're going to pick up the range of the country. Okay. So I'm going to type, then I'll go back. What's my criteria? Botswana. Sorry, I think I'm making a mistake here. Whenever you want to use this, you have to select what you need to do. So I go back to my range. Sorry for that. Okay, I'm done with that. So I pick up this, you can see. Then I go back to my this. I clear. So now I have to lock this up because I don't want it to change. So for me locking it up, making it, and I'm going to put a dollar sign here. It means that I don't want it to change while looking up, or while counting rather. So I pick it up, use the dollar sign to lock it down. Okay, where's my dollar sign? Okay. All right. Good. So now the second criteria is now critically endangered. So I'm going to go to the array of critically endangered species. Okay, I'm going to look up here. Okay, now I'm going to type yes. No, I'm going to type critically endangered. Critically endangered. What this simply means is that we're looking at countries that are critically endangered. So that's where their status is critically endangered. So I'm going to click OK. Now, so Botswana, if you're looking through the country, and if you search for Botswana, you can see it is not critically endangered, it's more vulnerable. So that's what it means. So I'm going to replicate this. All right. So let's look into Ethiopia. If you check Ethiopia, okay, Ethiopia is endangered. Ethiopia endangered. Ethiopia. Now Ethiopia has critically endangered. You remember? Every other one has been endangered. Now this one is critically endangered, and I don't think we have any other one That is, so this is what it is. So number of critically endangered countries. All right, let's go. So we're done with this. I will replicate it for each country. Good. So let's go. Okay, this is now where we do our formatting. So format the top of your spreadsheet so that it looks like this. So here you just want to be tested on how to format in Excel. Make sure the cell A1 to B1 and A6 to B6 are merged. So I'm going to go to A1 to A1. Let's see. A1 to B1. Go here. A1. So I'm going to highlight to B1. Click on merge at center. So then again A6 to B6 merge at center. All right. So we satisfy this. Let's go back to the question. So A6 to B6 have been merged. Set the font size test row 1 and 6 to 20 points. So we'll go back here, font size 20, good. Then here 20 also, good. Now we're gonna make it look exactly the way it is. So we need to now do what we need to do. So I can see it's Bowden and I can see it's test wrap. So let's quickly look into that. Bowden up, Bowden up. So I'm going to test wrap it. So sorry, let's see. Let me undo. Okay, so I'm test wrapping. Okay, all right. So we've done this now. Let's see others. It's gonna be. Let me put it 12. So as I said, it must look exactly this way. So number citing in 7 days. Number citing in 7 days. So okay. All right. 12 font. Okay. All right. Hope you're getting it now. So, what next are we gonna do? 70 space on the center. Let me make it 12 or so. 12 center up center up. All right. So I think we're good for here. All right. What next should we do? Are we good? Are we good? Country sites of number of sighting. Okay. I'm gonna put this also by for 12. Just drop it. Okay, good. So country, let me put it by 12. Okay. And put it in the center. Okay. How is this? Let me see. Bold. Good. Bold. Good. Expand a bit. Okay, it's affecting this. Okay. Mm-mm. see what I can do here to make it work. All right, so we look working with this now. Okay, so I think we've done gotten that. So good. All right, I think we're good. We're good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So what it is does is just, I think it wastes a lot of time. I think it's the center. Good. I think I still need to make it come up. Okay. So what I need to do? Okay. All right. So I think we're good. Okay. So let's move on. I think we're good. We're good. All right. So we've done this. So print your spreadsheet showing with 10 now. Print your spreadsheet showing the formula. Make sure it is in landscape. The rows, the, the row and column heading are displayed, and all formulae are fully visible. Now let's quickly look into this up here. So we go to formula, show formula. All right, formula shown. Make it visible. Make it visible. Make it visible. Make all your formula visible. So I'm adjusting for it to be visible. All right, so that's that. So let's go to print. So orientation should be landscape. Okay, now it's landscape. Page setup, I go to header footer, sorry, sheet. Then I'll click rows and column heading. Remember, we're told that row and column heading are displayed is in landscape. Formula are already shown. So let's move up. Let's see. So I click here and it shows, you can see the column and the rows are showing. So you can easily print. So we're done with that. So let's go back to this. So um go back. We don't want to show formula anymore. We're not interested in formula showing. Good. So we're back. So what will you do in select row 1 to 7 inclusive and only the row between 8 and 26 where a sighting took place. That shows that we're looking between rows 8 and 26. Did any sighting to take place? So we're going to look here, row 8 to 26. If you notice, Botswana, no sighting has taken place. Burundi, no sighting has taken place. Central Africa, no sighting. So there are some countries where sighting didn't take place. So let's look at that. Okay, so let's quickly work on the formula. So we've done that. So take a screenshot of the method used to select these rows between 8 and 26. Okay, so we're going to use filter to select those what happened. So I'm going to click here, select, go to home, look at filter, good. So you click on sighting, number of filters, and then you click not does not equals to. So if you click here, if you put 0, that shows that does not equal to 0. If you click OK, it will now tell you. You can see. Did you see that? Did you just see that? Oh, good. So it has eliminated those ones that sighting never took place. So let's go back. Filter. Sorry. So as I said, we're going to use filter, and this is the method we use. Excuse me. You're going to select before you filter. You click on filter. So you select if number of filters does not equal, you put your condition. All right, now you're told to make a screenshot of this. So all you need to do is to bring it here, your snippet tool. Okay, so I'm going to make a screenshot using snippet tool rather. So I'm going to do this as an evidence. So I go back to my evidence file. If you notice, it's question 11. So I'm going to type my evidence that I open and call it step 11, booting top. Sorry, boom, boot. So I'm going to paste it there. Good. So, all right. So this shows, this is the evidence given to us. So let's go back to the question. Take a screenshot, we've done that. Print selection shown in the value. Make sure that, okay, so we're going to do this together. So when we click OK, now we're going to print out this after we filter. So that's what it means. That's what it means. So let's go. Print out fit on the single page. So go to print out. You understand? Print active cells. We're to print out rows and column are displayed. Print out is in portrait. Portrait. Let's go back. Where are you, portrait? Okay. Print out is in portrait. What next? Content of all the cells in the selected rows are fully visible. Okay, visibility. So we're gonna do our printout. So fit to one page, visible. Then you click OK. I will clear. So we've done this. You can increase it to be more visible. If you click OK, it's going to be visible. Okay. Okay. All right. So that is, I think we're done now. So that's the end of today's class. So thank you for joining today's class, and thank you so much.